is Chiefs Broncos. And I'll be the Broncos. So now I'm getting even more frustrated. Oy. I look forward to being more mad than I already am. Jeez.
Today, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, this is Madden NFL 21.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. And this carries into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Play man this drive until it works.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Edwards-Helaire.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes.
Thank you.
And that is incomplete. So the defense
can
able
be
to
stopped.
get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the nephew of former Super Bowl MVP Mark Rippon from Boise State. This is Brett Rippon.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and it's not. That tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
That's not what I picked.
Line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Nice.
He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. He may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This defense very accustomed to trying to stop Melvin Gordon. It's the same division, the AFC West, but a different uniform.
Let's go. That's how a juke is supposed to work.
Into the end zone for a Denver score. 24 yards. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
This will make it into the end zone and bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. Well, for the Kansas City Chiefs, 2-0 so far this season as they begin their Super Bowl defense. And the win in Week 2, that was a fun one. 23-20 over the Chargers in OT. Their 11th straight victory if you count the postseason. And how about Harrison Butker? Maybe looking to supplant Justin Tucker as the league's all-pro kicker. He hit the 53-yarder to win it, but that was nullified by a penalty. Hit a 58-yarder, but the Chargers had taken a timeout, so he had to hit another 58-yarder. The official game winner. He got it done, CD.
That was a heck of a sequence, Brandon, and we found out a few things about Harrison.
They're down and long.
He handles pressure very, very well. Obviously in shape, having to make those long kicks right in a row.
Fourth down.
This kid is something special. He and Justin Tucker, that's something to talk about because they will play this week against each other.
I don't even know what to say.
We always have to talk about him, don't we? He's good every month, but how about in September? 9-0 as a starter in his career. And how about the game coming up on Monday night? We all can't wait for it. Week 3 matchup. Undefeated teams. A battle of the last 2 league MVPs, Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson of Baltimore, who are also the last 2 Madden cover athletes. And Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson will take on each other in Baltimore Monday night. Let's do this.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Push forward, please. That's a first down, yeah?
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Derek Nottie on the tackle.
Nice play.
A gain of 3 on the play.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey.
Denver.
How he's able to handle a blocker and tackle me at the same time is beyond me.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Broncos 7. Chiefs nothing.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun is Rippon.
Let's go.
Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick.
Rippon.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 23.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon.
There we go.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
We know Melvin Gordon is very effective getting to the perimeter. But being a former University of Wisconsin Badger means you got to run the ball inside and with power as well. I also like the fact that he's a weapon in the passing game. Had as many as 58 catches in a season. Throw it to him in space and look out.
2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6.
Nice.
Rippon, open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
At least 3 points out of this.
On first down, it's Lindsey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Good tricking.
And they'll run the end around here with Judy.
No,
it's a strong running. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and and he'll take it.
I don't know how that wasn't a pick, but I'll take it.
Complete.
A 12-yard touchdown grab, and the Broncos will extend their lead.
Brandon McManus lining
It's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now
Big
on the other
drive.
side, though,
We
once you're
started at
shaky,
5.
you're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm,
to kick off.
relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Time for another look at Patrick Mahomes and the Super Bowl champs.
Man's been working, so keep running it. Keep running, man. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Mahomes now on first down.
See, in real life, he completes those passes.
The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Hey, CD, let's peer ahead to Week 3 on the NFL slate. I'm looking down at the schedule here, seeing what catches my eye. How about the Rams at Buffalo? That's a pretty good game. A couple of 2-0 teams. Dallas at Seattle. What else do you have?
There we go.
Well, how about Green Bay at New Orleans on Sunday night? We always talk about quarterback matchups that we'd love to see more of. You don't get to see very often Aaron Rodgers and Drew Brees, and this could be the last time if Drew Brees indeed heads towards retirement after this season. And how about the one that's going to cap off the weekend? Kansas City at Baltimore.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, how big is that one, right? Because there are a number of us who think that this is a preview of the AFC Championship game. But I want to go back to one you mentioned, the Rams and Buffalo. Two quarterbacks that continue to have to prove their greatness or even that they should have the job. Jared Goff with the Rams and of course, Josh Allen with Buffalo. Both of them off to really hot starts and looking good.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
22 yards.
A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. Two nice plays in the pass game. Now can they
caught
continue to feed
you.
off that? And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They're going to go play action here with Rippon.
Bingo. Bingo.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
Lining up for the extra.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first two quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And out come the Chiefs now. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Open man is Hill. He's got it. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From the gun, it's Mahomes. They'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. DeMarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. And it's 3rd and short.
3rd down and 2.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
And
that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
We get the ball.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
With the score.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
It'd be nice if we could just do a 5-minute trial.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll start the 3rd quarter on the ground with Gordon. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
Gordon, the ball carrier.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6.
That's
Rippin. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. 3rd down. Now Rippin. Screen pass to Lindsey. Great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey.
Across the 40. Set off all the time.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 5.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Anthony Hitchens.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Bingo. If I wasn't hit, if I was not hit, I would have had that throw.
Incomplete.
So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over, and they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
Their own 20-yard
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Are you
serious? They knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well. And if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the
there we go. Pick it up,
pick it up.
Let's go.
It's picked up by the Broncos.
There we go.
He's at the 40. Past the 20.
I'm the best in the game.
This is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. McManus's point after is good, and it is 28-0.
Brendan McManus to kick.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return.
Let's go.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
KC's offense ready to take over.
I have a tougher time against Lamar Jackson?
Struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
See, Lamar Jackson.
Nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Mahomes likes to throw and stick it.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes.
Oh, come on, boys.
A scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
It's second down.
Well, Charles, glancing back to week 2 of the NFL, certainly there were a lot of great games. Unfortunately, though, it was a tough day for injuries across the league. And the team probably hit the hardest, the 49ers, losing Nick Bosa and Solomon Thomas for the season. They also had Jimmy Garoppolo, Raheem Mostert also leaving that game, but they were certainly not the only team affected.
And remember, they were already missing George Kittle, Deebo Samuel.
Nice.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Michael Ojemudia. And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and.
We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
44-yard line.
It's a first down following a gain of 3.
First down, Broncos.
Now Gordon on first down. It's a first down and more
There you
for
go.
Gordon.
Oh,
And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock.
Let's go, Lindsay.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Let's go.
A 13-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
Brandon
Also,
McManus to
for
kick off
record,
for
any
Denver.
tiebreakers?
After the
rules
touchdown,
in
here's
terms of
McManus
record,
now
it
to
is
kick it
point
away.
differential that'll break.
This will make it
That's
into
the
the end
tiebreaker
zone.
score.
And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. A quick slant to Hill. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly.
Let's go.
For the
2
football, and
picks.
it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Michael Ojemudia. CD, this
I don't even
defensive
know. I don't want
effort.
to
At this rate, they're just having
butcher his
fun
name.
out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
At the 36-yard line.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll try and grind some clock with Gordon. Still going. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and
another toe for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Broncos.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
A gain of 14.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. They've had some success here in overtime of this opening drive running the football.
35-0 Broncos.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back.